Hey guys, it's Melena, and what we're going to be doing today is ranking John Waters films and talking about his movies. I have been wanting to make this video for a very long time. Now that I've seen all of his movies, I can finally do this. And I really wanted to make this video in honor of his birthday that just happened a few days ago. So happy belated birthday, John Waters. We all love you so much. Our heavenly Pope of Trash, Prince of Puke. We love you for every single movie you've made, every outfit choice that you've worn. Yeah, especially the pink shoes at the Oscars this year. Iconic. Anyways, I really wanted to rank his films. I have done a few tier rankings in the past, but I want to do them much more. So whenever I watch more of a director or an actor or actress that I really love, I'll make a video for it. I promise. Ooh, I just burped. I'm sorry. By the way, do not mind this little doodad right here. This is my microphone right now because of my fan that's over there. Don't mind her. It's really hot. It's like really hot here. So I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. Try not to ramble. We'll see how that goes. I've already tried filming this. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I've already tried filming this. Did not go well. I was rambling for a half hour. And I do not want to edit that long. Okay, well, let's get started, but before we do, if you enjoy this video, please check out my tier ranking list. The playlist is linked down below. Just check it out if you want to see my other tier list rankings. And I'm also a reaction channel, blah, blah, blah. I'm on Music Out, blah, blah, blah. Self-promo crap. But let's get into ranking John Waters films, shall we? And talking a little bit about them, reading my personal reviews, what I rated them. Yeah, we're just going to go on a mini deep dive / tier list ranking. Let's hop into it. Woo! So, the first movie we are going to be talking about is Mondo Trasho, his very first movie. Back in 1969, he filmed it on a 60 millimeter? Is that what he said? I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But I do know something that's really funny and a very fun fact for me is that movie's a silent film, and he took songs off of records in his personal collection, and he got sued because he didn't get the rights for them, and he didn't get to release the film, really. You can pretty much only find it on Internet Archive, and I'm sure you can also find it in John Waters' house. But let's not go there. No Baltimore, A&E, or Los Angeles. I forget where he lives right now, but Baltimore? Okay, I got a little bit interrupted, just like a little bit. It's okay. I turned off my fan because I need to film this video. So we were talking about Mondo Trasho. He got sued. You can find it on Internet Archive. We're gonna put her at number 12. I personally really love Mondo Trasho. There's not a single bad John Waters film, if I'm being honest. I just think compared to his other work, that's the one that is my least favorite. I think it's also because it's a silent film, and I personally don't have like the patience for a silent film, if I'm being honest. And that was like a real like full feature length film, so it was a little, yeah. But I personally loved it. The storyline is absolutely bizarre. Like, let me redo the storyline. Right here. Pretty divine. Okay, 1969. It's about a day in the lives of a hit-and-run driver and her victim, the bizarre things that happen to them before the day after they collide. Assayed, a crazy foot, visions of the Virgin Mary, strange chicken foot grafting operations. Like, it's an absolutely insane movie. Like, but it's John Waters, so you already know it's going to be insane. My review was, guys, this is my last John Waters film. I'm gonna cry now. It wasn't bad, but definitely not the greatest. I totally get it though, because this was John's first feature-length film. I did not expect to hear we're off to see The Wonderful Wizard of Oz as Divine is getting dragged to a mental institution. I still don't expect that. What is John Waters' deal with showing butts while playing Surfing Bird? I'm genuinely curious. They'll be forever iconic in my book. Love you, Dreamlanders. Like, number 11, I think is gonna have to be Pecker. I don't hate that movie at all. I just think going into it, I had like really high expectations because I had a huge Christina Ricci phase last year where I watched like 15 of her movies. And only having seen 2 prior to watching, you know. So I had like really high hopes, and also had like Edward Furlong and Martha Plimpton. Huge fan of hers. And I don't know, I just wasn't as much of a fan as I thought I was going to be. Let me read you my review, shall we? I've been super excited to watch this because it's a John Waters film starring Christina Ricci, but I was really let down. Maybe it'll be a little bit better on my second watch or rewatch or whatever. But I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. Okay, let me read you what it's about. Sorry, I'm really ugly right now because it's like really hot and I'm sweating. 1998, a Baltimore teenager who picks up a secondhand camera starts snapping his way to stardom, soon turning into a nationwide sensation with a fateful choice between his life and art. Yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. I had fun with it. I just think I need to rewatch it. The next movie we're going to be talking about is Polyester, 1981. Here's my thing with that. I think I would have liked it a whole lot better if I had an Odorama card. Because basically what the Odorama card is, it's like this scratch and sniff, and every time that number appears on the screen, you're supposed to scratch it and sniff it, and it's supposed to smell like a fart or roses, you know, like something like either really bad or really good. And it's supposed to go along with the movie. I just feel like if I had that with it, it would have made it a little bit better for me. Because I just felt like I was missing out. You know what I mean? I think the next time I watch it, I'll buy the Criterion Collector's Edition. So I can really watch it the way that it was intended, like the Pope of Trash, like John Waters, you know, intended. But I really did love John's first R-rated film because the films prior were all, you know, NC-17s, rated X, not rated. My favorites. Let me tell you a little bit about what Polyester is about. The tagline is, "It's sensational." I really love it. This is the cover. I find it so cute. I love it. It has Tab Hunter in it, which was like really big for John at the time. Oh my god. First of all, before I read to you what the movie is about, I found this review by Cartston, a patron on Letterboxd. I wish I was a patron. It's okay. If I watched this instead of American Beauty back in high school, I feel like things would have gone very differently for me. I'm gonna like it. So what it's about is, blessed with a keen sense of smell and cursed with a flandering husband, a parasitic mother, and a pair of delinquent children, the long-suffering Francine turns to the bottle as her life falls apart until deliverance appears in the form of a hunk named Todd Tomorrow. I just wished I liked it more. That's really all I can say, but let me read you my review on it. That's exactly what I said. I wanted to like it more. Maybe on my second rewatch. I think that the only way to really watch it would be to have the Odorama card, though. I need one. I still stand by that. Didn't I not just say that? Number 9 was originally going to be another one that is actually number 8 now. Okay, A Dirty Shame. His last movie, as of late. I really want Liar Mouth starring Aubrey Plaza, but I don't know if we're going to get it. And I'm really sad about it. I'm really sad about it. I love those two so much, and I know she loves John Waters, and I know she would do it justice. You know what I mean? Anyways, A Dirty Shame, I think we'll have to go number 9. I honestly really enjoy that movie. I don't get the hate for it. I had so much fun with it. Like, the chaos, when it starts to, you know, build up to the top, the chaos, crazy, like everything. It was 2004, so it's 21 years old. That's the cover of it. I can't show you much. Okay, Sylvia Stickles runs a convenience store with her husband and mother-in-law. One day, Sylvia is hit in the head and transforms into an uptight prude and a crazed lunatic. As she goes on a rampage through town, Sylvia attracts the attention of Ray Ray, a healer and a tow truck driver in search of the world's greatest... Oh. Their revolution, however, causes a class war in their tiny Baltimore community. I can't say all of that because I will get demonetized. Not that I'm really monetized, but like if I start getting monetized at some point, I don't... Also, my parents watch this. I know I'm 18, but like my dad, you know. Anyways, I really did enjoy Dirty Shame. That's the cover of it, if it'll focus. Yeah, it has Johnny Knoxville in it. It has Selma Blair in it. Tracy Ullman. Love all of them. Okay, let's continue. I've been rambling for 9 minutes and we're only on the 8th slot. Okay, so number 8 will have to be Cecil B. Demented. I personally really love that. Wait. I didn't even read you my Dirty Shame review. How rude of me. Oh, shit! I was reading my review and I don't think I can read this one. But I'll do it. I'll do it. Love the cast and this out-of-the-box plot. John Waters did it again. Ray Ray's tongue, that's all. It's been 20 years since this film, and I really want another John Waters film. Can we all just raise enough money to give him a budget? Because that's the thing with Liar Mouth, he needs a budget. You know, he can't afford it. Please, set up a GoFundMe for John. Please, I'll do it. I'll do it. We need it. We need another one. As long as he has it in him. Or if he wants to. So John Waters, let me know. We'll set up a GoFundMe. Number 8, Cecil B. Demented. That one is a very, very fun watch. I love the vibes for that one. Like, it's just so, like, crazy. It's about a young lunatic director and his devoted cult of cinema terrorists kidnap a Hollywood movie goddess and force her to star in the Radical Underground movie. I love it so much. I had so much fun with that one. I cannot stress that enough. I mean, like, guys, just look at this cover. Tell me that does not scream like a good time to you. It doesn't even make it, like, justice. Like, I love this statement. It's like guerrilla filmmaking at its finest, just like John Waters' earlier films. Like, it's amazing. I'm like losing my voice and I'm so mad at myself. Because I tried filming this twice. Dos. Anyways, let me read you my review real quick. I gave this an 8, by the way. Long live guerrilla filmmaking and John Waters films. I still stand by that. Okay, number 7. I love this movie so much, and I'm so glad we got to see a musical with Johnny Depp. And John Waters have a musical. Wait, he already has a musical, Hairspray. But one that was done by him specifically. Number 7's Cry Baby. I loved that movie, but the other ones are better in my opinion. That are coming up that we'll be talking about soon. I loved it. I loved seeing everything in that was in that had to do with that. Anyway, so Crybaby is about a prim and proper schoolgirl goes against her society grandmother's wishes when she dates a motorcycle riding juvenile delinquent. Who is Johnny Depp? And who wouldn't say no to Johnny Depp? I mean, wait. Who wouldn't say yes to Johnny Depp? I'll continue. Let me read you guys my review. I don't want to talk too much about this one because some of these I do have to rewatch a second time. Because what if I don't stand by some of these comments? Can't be in a musical? Already an instant win. I was super surprised at how much I genuinely loved it. Thank you, John Waters, for making a musical starring Johnny Depp. Salute. I stand by that. I give that one an 8 and a heart. I love it. I loved it. I had so much fun. Anyways, so number 6 is Hairspray. I love the original and the remake and the musical and everything having to do with Hairspray. Like, Hairspray is my favorite musical of all time. And I should have known, you know, that I would love John Waters because, you know, even before I got heavily into him last year, Hairspray was my favorite musical and still is. I love it so much. But the original is so great. It's his first PG movie. PG. He's coming off one that we'll be talking about right after Hairspray. If you do not know what Hairspray is about, you are living under a rock. Pleasantly plump teenager Tracy Turnblad achieves her dream of becoming a regular on the Corny Collins dance show. Now a teen hero, she starts using her fame to speak out for the causes she believes in, most of all, integration. Which matters, by the way. In doing so, she earns the wrath of the show's former star, Amber Von Tussle, as well as Amber's manipulative, pro-segregation parents. The rivalry comes to a head as Amber and Tracy vie for the title of Miss Auto Show 1963. I don't think that's all of what the plot is about, but it's fine. I love the tagline, "The world was in a mess, but their hair was perfect." That is such a John Waters, thing. I love it so much. Let me read you my reviews. Fun fact, though, I wrote this review like last year, but I wrote it as if it was my 5-year-old self. Because I watched it when I was 5. This was my first John Waters film. Because I was so heavily into Hairspray 2007 when I was little. I'm like, I want to see what the original was all about. And I watched it, and I didn't love it. But I just think I needed a brain first to enjoy it, you know? Anyways, brand new, it's a family video because I love Hairspray 2007. So glad my first John Waters movie was this way back when I was 5. So that was 13 years ago. What? Okay, wow. Now my review whenever I rewatched it last year. I forget how sexual this film was, and the 2007 one also. I'm not complaining at all, but you know how hard it must have been for John Waters to tone it down a bit. I love the original Hairspray so much. But let's get through the rest of these because, you know, I'll talk about all these forever. If you want an extended version of this, just comment down below and I'll make a full podcast episode about it. I'm so passionate about his movies because I have to defend them all the time. Okay, number 5 is Desperate Living. I love Desperate Living so much, and I feel like we live in Mortville sometimes. Like, the world is messed up. I can't say that word on here, but like, the world is messed up. Okay? It's fun, and it shows the dark side and the weird side of the world. But I love the weird side. I hate the dark side. With a passion, I hate the dark side. This is what it's about. After killing her husband, Peggy Gravel and her murderous maid, Griselda, wind up in the crazy town of Mortville, where Queen Carlotta presides over a sleazy collection of misfits. I love this movie. I cannot stress that enough. Let me read you my reviews. I watched it twice last year because the first time I only gave it a 3 out of 5, which is like a 6 out of 10. And stupid. Let me read you my review then. Love that Ming Stoll had the starring role for this one. Love that for her. But I absolutely hated her character. Honestly, society has become Mortville. Maybe it'll be better on my second rewatch. Yes, it damn was. It was. Okay, this is my review when I rewatched it, and I ended up giving it an 8 out of 10. So, even though Divine wasn't in this, the film was absolutely divine. This was so much better on my second rewatch. I don't know why, but I guess I just wasn't vibing it my first watch. The concept's absolutely crazy, but I guess that just goes for every John Waters movie. It's so true. I love Desperate Living so much. Look at this chaotic cover, and it's not even the real cover. Because it has John right here. It's like a crew photo, you know? Like, it's just a crew photo. Anyways, I love that movie so much. Let's get on with the rest because I'm gonna think a minute. Okay, I thought really long and hard about what my number 4 was gonna be. I think it's gonna be Serial Mom. I love Serial Mom so much. It was the second movie that I had watched of John's back in May of 2019. Let me read you my review real quick before I read you what the movie's about, because I feel like I have to say this first. Watched this for the first time with my cousin on the night of her high school graduation. I miss the days where we could get together and watch movies without a care in the world. Okay, that doesn't matter. But this movie was so insane, and I think I'll love it even better in the future. And she did. She did. This movie is the definition of my taste in movies. John Waters really came back with some classics like it was the 70s again. He really did that. He did that. Shit. Yeah. What it's about. Beverly is the perfect happy homemaker along with her doting husband and 2 children, but this nuclear family might just explode when her fascination with serial killers collide with her ever so proper code of ethics. Here's my thing. I love this and Pink Flamingos the same. So those are kind of tied, okay? And so are my top 2. Like, these 4, like, are perfect movies. Perfect! Like, I love Serial Mom so much. That is literally the only way to celebrate Mother's Day is to watch Serial Mom. Love it. The cast is absolutely amazing. You got Kathleen Turner, you got Ricky Lake, Matthew Lillard, Sam Waterston, got Mink Stoll, awesome. And you know what's so funny? Is that Rosemary Ackerman. My last name is Ackerman. I absolutely love, I bloody love Serial Mom so much. Let's hop into my top 3. Pink Flamingos. This is the iconic cover that you all probably know. I love Pink Flamingos so much. It's literally an exercise in poor taste, but it's not really just an exercise. It is poor taste in the best way possible. It is great taste. It's about a notorious Baltimore criminal and underground figure. Divine goes up against Connie and Raymond Marble, a sleazy married couple who make a passionate attempt to humiliate her, and sees her tabloid-given title as the filthiest person alive. I think that is honestly my favorite plot of his. I just find it so fascinating and so insane. And honestly, there was one scene in particular having to do with a chicken that was honestly probably, I love you, John. You're my favorite director. Probably the grossest thing and like craziest thing other than Mysterious Skin that I have ever seen in my life. I almost turned it off. That poor chicken. But, you know, they ate it right after, so it was fine. I love that movie. Let me read you my reviews. I almost turned it off at the chicken scene. The so-called shocking shit we see in movies doesn't even compare to the chicken scene. This movie is so iconic. Lexi! Are you done? Okay. This movie is so iconic. I love the camera work, the grittiness to the film, and how crazy it gets. The color scheming, really just everything about the film I love. And then the second time I watched it was December 22nd, right before Christmas. Love to revisit some of my favorite John Waters movies. It's been too long since I've watched this. 6 months ago. I love you, John. I love you, John Waters, so much. Who doesn't think this cover is iconic? Anyways, I love that movie. Let's hop into my second/first favorites. Female Trouble. I love this movie so much. It is my favorite Christmas movie. I'm gonna watch it every single year. Like, that's my new annual Christmas watch. So basically what it's about, like, okay, I don't want to say stuff if it's already in my reviews, so I'm gonna read you what this is about real quick. The tagline is, "Nice girls don't wear cha-cha heels." Dawn Davenport progresses from a teenage nightmare hell-bent on getting cha-cha heels for Christmas to a fame monster whose egomaniacal impulses land her in the electric chair. Way to spoil the ending. Rude. My reviews. I watched it twice. I watched it April 17th last year. This is honestly John's perfect film. Every single second of the movie is so well crafted from the beginning to the end. It's a real journey. Even though Don is not the greatest character, you still want to see how everything plays out. So I love it so much for that. Also, the theme song, in my head 24/7. Okay, those were the two things I was literally going to say. And I stand by that. I stand by it. And then I rewatched it around Christmas. Such a terrific Christmas movie. I wonder how Dawn's life would have turned out if she actually got those damn cha-cha heels. I love that movie. A chilling reminder to always buy your daughter cha-cha heels. So true. So true. Man, I get so hype over John Waters, don't I? Okay, now number 1 is Multiple Maniacs. I love that movie so much. It was actually the movie that got me into watching the rest of his discography. I'm not counting Hairspray and Serial Mom since I watched those so long ago. This is the one that I really started my journey on. It's basically about the cavalcade of perversion, a traveling freak show, acts as a front for Divine, who is out for blood after discovering her lover's affair. Why did I just sound like Dr. Evil? Her lover's... Now I'm Cher. I don't even know. Anyways, I love that. I love everything about that movie. The fact that it's kind of like a horror movie, thriller, and the lobster scene, like that whole last sequence of the movie. Insane. The whole movie is insane, and I love it. It sums up every John Waters film, and it's so underrated. I watched it twice. I watched it on April 11th, and then I rewatched it right before going to a Jonas Brothers concert. That was my prepping movie. And then I got sick for a month. Dark times. But John got me through it. Not Alicia Keys, but John Waters got me through it all. Just started watching John Waters films. What a great one to start off with. Little did I know what I was signing up for. So true. While I was getting ready to go to a Jonas Brothers concert with my cousin. Perfect combo, by the way. I don't know how to explain why this is my favorite John Waters film. I just love everything about it so much. I stand by that. You know what? Yeah, I'm fine with this ranking. I'm so fine with this ranking. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. John Waters, you're my favorite director. Happy belated birthday. I love you. I don't really know what to say or how to end this video, but just go watch John Waters films. See a up movie. That's what John Waters says.
Isn't it exciting to realize that you know better? Have faith in your own bad taste. Life-affirming movies can be such a drag. Get more out of life. See a up movie.
Honestly, guys, thank you guys so much for putting up with me today and watching this chaotic video about a subject that I'm so passionate about that I know nobody would actually like really watch since he's still so underground and there's not a whole lot of people like me out there. So yeah, thank you guys for sitting through this with me and seeing how the story played out. Here's my list. It looks so absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. This has already gone on a half hour. I'm really hot. I need to turn my fan back on now. Okay, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. And bye. See you guys in my next video where I don't know what I'm going to be doing, but I'll be back. Bye.
I got lots of problems.